Cyberdark Structure Deck has only been out for a week in Japan, and we're already seeing probably some of the most interesting combinations of decks. It actually looks like the Structure Deck is going to be relevant. Smash the everyone, crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more OCG Thursdays. So we have two cyber lists for you guys to kind of start things off today. You guys kind of have seen a lot of the OCG, and even Sam was talking about this recently, that this new Structure Deck was pretty good overall. Everything can be searched by core, which is kind of very important. So on normal summon, you can add a cyber spell or trap card from your deck to your hand, which means you can search for the spell card on activation that adds Cyberdark monster, and then you can immediately normal summon a Cyberdark monster. So you can put two monsters on the field. That's technically Verte Anaconda, which that's a story for another day. So you already know that you can do some pretty dumb bonkers stuff with that. So alright, so we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, one copy of Cyber Dragon. We have triple copies of Cyber Dragon Core, one Hearse, triple copies of the Cyberdark Cannon, two copies of Chimera, triple copies of Claw, one copy of Edge, and then we have one Dragon Buster Sword with one Maxi. And then we have two Called by the Grave, triple copies of Crossout Designator, two copies of Cyber Emergency, triple copies of Cyberdark World, triple copies of Cybernetic Horizon, one copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, triple copies of Pot of Prosperity, two copies of Power Bond with one Cyberdark Invasion, and one copy of Infinite Permanence, wrapping up the main deck here. Now down here in the extra deck, we have one Union Carrier, one Genius, one Verte Anaconda, one Zeger, one Anintis, two copies of Cyber Darkness Dragon. Then we have two copies of Cyberdark End Dragon, one copy of Cyber Eternity, one Cyber End with one Chimera Tech Rampage, one Overdragon, one Mega Fleet, and one copy of Fortress. This is probably going to be our big baddie that we're going to access. Must be first fusion summon. This card is special summon. You can equip one Dragon monster, machine monster from your graveyard to this card. Gains attack equal to the original attack of the equipped monster. And when the opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, and summon one equipped card you control to the graveyard to negate that activation if you do destroy that card. It's on a 2K body and also takes 5 Cyberdark effect monsters to make, but they can be the same name. So I wouldn't feel too bad about, dumping things off, all of the same name here. So it's also pretty important to note that this is Dragon and this is Dragon, which means that we can bypass the shenanigans of, the machine downside here, and you get access to these more broken effects. So that's definitely interesting. Now, this is the cyber combo, as I'm going to call it for this video. This is a combination of Rocket, Orcust, Phantom Knights. We have Thunder Dragons working in here as well. So it's literally just a pile of cards that has massive synergy. And now that, the Rocket Engine effectively just gives you an additional normal summon now, and it's actually pretty good. Alright, so hey, who would have guessed? A spell card of this caliber, for more searching with already built in Dragon synergy. You know it was destined to be a good time. So we have one Absa Router, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, two copies of Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, one Cyberdark Cannon, two Cyberdark Claw, one copy of Edge, one copy of Destrudo, one Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis, one Grisu, two copies of Magician Souls, two Maxi, one Symbol Skeleton, one Harpor, one Orcust Nightmare, one copy of Rocket Recharger with two Rocket Synchron, two Rocket Tracer, one Chaos Creator, one Ancient Cloak, one Silent Boots, two copies of Tauren Scales, two copies of Thunder Dragon Dark, one Dragon Hawk, one Dragon Roar, triple copies of Wyvern Buster with the one World Wand. And then we have one Boot Sector Launch, two Called by the Grave, triple copies of Chaos Space, triple copies of Crossout Designator, two copies of Cyberdark World, one Dragon Ravine with one Foolish Barrel, one Gold Sark, one Mystic Mine, one Orchestrated Babel, triple Quick Launch with two copies of Fogblade, and one copy of Shade Brigadine. Extra deck down here, we have one Union Carrier, one Rusty Tin Can, one Striker Dragon, one Unicorn, one IP, one Galtea, one copy Romulus, one Boral End, one Barricade Borg Blocker, one Access Code, one Dingrisu, one Hot Red Dragon, one copy of the Chaos Ruler, one Boral Savage, and one Thunder Dragon Colossus. Side deck here, we have two Lancia, one Chaos Daedalus, one Pankratops, one Maxi, one Nibiru, triple copies of Forbidden Droplet, one Harpy's Feather Duster, two Lightning Storm, two Twin Twister, and one copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up this literal pile of cards, man. Like, this is a scary combo deck. Like, this actually is very, very interesting. Like, I'm definitely would be scared to run into this deck at the end of the day and just be like, what am I supposed to do against this? Because there's really, I feel like once this pile of cards gets going, you're just like, what do I do? Next up, this is more of a Cyber Dragon-esque version of Cyberdark. You can see here that we are playing the Cyberdark engine, but we are more ramped up on the Cyber Dragon side of things. And I did see a good chunk of lists this week that were pretty much going down the Cyberdark and the Cyber engines. So it's really cool that you can diverge on both paths here. So we have triple copies of Astral Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Cyber Dragon, triple copies of Cyber Dragon Core, 2 Hertz, 1 Naxter, 1 Chimera, 2 copies of Claw, triple copies of Galaxy Soldier, 1 Jizukuru, triple copies of Cyframe Gamma, 1 Driver, 2 copies of Call by the Grave, triple copies of Cyber Emergency, triple copies of Cyberdark World, and then we have 1 Cybernetic Horizon, we have triple copies of Lightning Storm, triple copies of Machine Duplication, 1 Overload Fusion, and 1 copy of Power Bond. And then down here in the extract, we have 1 Almirage, 2 Verte, disregard one of these, 1 Phoenix, 1 Zeger, 1 Zeus, 2 Nova, 2 Infinity, 1 Cyber Eternity, 2 copies of Rampage, 1 Mega Fleet, and 1 copy of Fortress. Side deck here we have triple Lancia, 1 copy of Scythe, 2 copies of Nibiru, 1 Repair Plant, 2 copies of Prosperity, 1 copy of Twin Twister, triple copies of Sanctum, 1 Overflow, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping this up. It's actually kind of cool when you look at this at the end of the day, because being able to go down the Cyber engine here and still do what you want, I think once we get this in the TCG, we might actually see actual Cyber Dragons kick things back up again. I don't know how well and consistent it will be. It'll also depend on how abusive Cyberdark World ends up being and all the other fun variants, because you already know, we've talked about this before, when this card is, you know, generic dragon support, you open up an entire can of worms. So unfortunately, it'll depend on where things go at that point in time, and how we will see how things will shape up. But that's going to be something that we're going to have to, well, look forward to, is the exploration of how abused this will be, how much Cyber Dragons can actually play this, and, you know, how well our metagame will actually shape up for at that point. So it's definitely something to think about. And the last list we have for today is actually Dragunity. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of Zephyros the Elite, 1 copy of the Buster, the Dragon Sword. Isn't it really great just knowing that all the cool fun ways that you can abuse this card? We have 1 copy of Leviathan, 1 copy of Mistletoe, 2 copies of Kaus, 2 copies of Dux, 1 Legatus, 2 copies of Phalanx, 1 copy of Pilus, triple copies of my boy Remus, 2 copies of Maxi, 1 Darkness Metal, and 1 copy of the Samsara Dragons. Card is treated as 2 tributes. For the tribute summon of a dragon monster, you can banish this card from graveyard, target 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and immediately after this effect resolves, you can tribute summon it. Does that mean that I can deploy this Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, you know, any of my big combo pieces? Oh, reusable. Nice. We have 2 copies of Call by the Grave, triple Crossout Designator, triple Dragon Ravine, 1 copy of Glow, triple copies of Dragunity Whirlwind, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Mystic Mine, triple Prosperity, 1 Terraforming, and 1 copy of Infinite Permanence. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Protector Whelp, 2 copies of Heavenly Spheres, 1 Pisty, 1 Romulus, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Atum, 1 copy of Variana, 1 Gatorge, 1 copy of Barca, 1 Ascalon, 1 Abrahair, 1 Boral Savage, and 1 copy of Black Rose Dragon. Side deck here we have triple copies of Lancia, 1 Pinkertops, 1 Nibiru, triple copies of Gamma, 1 copy of Driver, 2 copies of Droplet, triple copies of Twin Twisters, and 1 copy of Red Reboot. Wrapping up, well, quite the interesting chunk of deck list out of this week. I am actually super excited to see where the Cyber Style Structure deck will put us this summer, actually. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. A little bit more than I should. I'm not a big Cyber Dragon player, but man, it's just some excitement in knowing that you can just snap, crackle, break your opponent's board for a nice meme, right, guys? So, guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. Smash your favorite crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more OCG Thursdays. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for some more cool, awesome content, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.